my favorite non-Brady related Super Bowl in like 10 plus years, since the last ass kicking of a team that I despised, the Broncos getting belt to ass by the Seattle Seahawks in New York back in 2013. That last night was nearly perfect. The only way it would have been better, and I felt like I helped curse it, is if the Eagles could have completed the shutout, which they were well on their way to do. And I was like, oh, please hold on to the shutout. And then finally Mahomes started to rack up his garbage time stats and a garbage time touchdown. Pure garbage. 20-plus weeks of the slipperiest, greasiest, ref-aided wins, followed by the likes of Nick Wright and you two ghouls, shoving it down my and everybody else's throats that they're better than the Patriots ever were, and what they did really wasn't that much, and you better be careful, and Kelsey better than Gronk, and Reed better than Belichick, and Mahomes is already on Brady. Is he already better than Brady? It was all so good. No one saw that coming. Can't win with Brady in the building. Garbage time stat padding like a true a-hole. Kelsey did nothing. Taylor Swift booed. It was a nearly perfect night. Just the best. I was so happy. I'm still so happy. That was so good. I could not have asked for much more. Just the shutout. That would have been a perfect night. But say scale of 1 to 100, 98.5. That was the best. The best. And don't ever, until further notice, you Chiefs fans, Mitch Holthus, whoever, put that guy's name in the same sentence with Tom Brady's until further notice. Don't you do it, because you can't. You can't, because that guy and Belichick, during the 20 years of all that dominance, and they lost Super Bowls, sure, but at least they were competitive. They never got belt to ass in their two losses like that guy and that team has. Oh, God, that was great. Just, whew. I needed a cigarette afterwards. That was the best. The best. In a house full, including my wife, of people losing bets, losing money. I wish I lost more. To get that result, it was all worth it. God, that was great.
They booed Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
At the beginning, I think, yes, when they showed her, they booed.
Because it was mostly Eagles fans. And I think that because she's from there, like I think that because, of course, everyone's like mad about everything, and it gets taken out of context. The place, from my understanding, it was like 80-20 Eagles fans to Chiefs fans in the Superdome last night. They show her, they boo her because it's all Eagles fans. She's from there. She apparently used to root for the Eagles. Now she's a Chiefs fan because of her boyfriend. What do you think's going to happen? It was funny.
I just didn't know that they did it. I missed everything pregame, halftime, and postgame. Blessedly. Mazz, what are your thoughts?
The game sucked. And when I say sucked, I'm talking about the actual competition of the game. So to me, they got, look, it was a complete total ass kicking. I think all the hype about Philadelphia's lines, meaning its offensive line and its defensive line, and the strength of their two lines came to fruition. That game was won up front where Philly absolutely cracked the Chiefs right in the face, and the Chiefs couldn't do a thing about it. And they had no answers. It was a complete and total ass-kicking. So I believe the better team won the game. I was hoping for a more competitive affair than what it was, but Philly was dominant, and I think indisputably the best team in football over the last, call it 3 months of the season, 4 months of the season, draw the line where you want. That was an old-school ass-kicking, and it reminded me of the Bears and Patriots in 1985. That's how much of an ass-kicking that game was. And the Bears dominated up front. Like, it took me back to my youth. That was a bloodbath. That was a complete, total bloodbath. They could have won that game 50-0.
I do find it. Did you have the Chiefs ahead of the Patriots in their dynasty?
No.
Did you have Mahomes ahead of Brady?
No.
Even if they won, they weren't going to be ahead of them, right?
Right.
Okay. So, I don't think anyone did. I definitely...
The tone thing.
Well, exactly. So, I guess. So, because we stand for free speech, we were willing to entertain those debates, but...
Some national people did, but we didn't.
For sure, fans don't even want to hear it. No. You don't even discuss it. No. So, I'm sorry. Free speech does have a home here, and it will continue to have a home here. I have no regrets discussing any of those things. They all still stand there. It's all still a valid conversation. And the question is, Mazz, does last night affect the legacies of the Chiefs? Can I answer first?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, especially, most importantly, when it comes to the conversation against you and the Patriots. All these games matter. And these games particularly matter. Final exams, as I've been saying for years, final exams. You go into the final exam with an A and you tank your final exam, your grade goes down. So as much as all those conversations were valid, children, of course they're valid. They're still valid. No one had him ahead. I didn't have anyone ahead of anyone here, except for Kelsey was the closest to Gronkowski. But again, no, you wouldn't hear it. But now Kansas City falls farther behind because last night matters. And just because you reach a certain spot doesn't mean you keep that spot if you perform worse. So Mahomes falls farther behind Brady. The Chiefs fall farther behind the Patriots. Kelsey falls behind Gronkowski. Spagnuolo falls behind Belichick. Whatever you want to give me. Those things count. And it sort of bothers me as someone who's happy to talk about the Chiefs and their place in history. The people who say, no, their legacy is secured. Not really. I mean, no one should sit here and say that the Chiefs suck. I mean, that's dumb. But as it relates to the thing that we care about, Patriots v. Chiefs, Mahomes v. Brady, Kelsey v. Gronkowski, Reed v. Belichick, Spagnuolo versus Belichick, all those guys on the Chiefs across the board take a hit. Their legacy takes a hit.
Yeah, as long as the major players are there, they can go up and down.
Yeah, otherwise, why are we playing the game? Of course it takes a hit. Of course their legacy takes a hit. Just like Belichick's legacy has taken a hit in the last couple of years here in New England. His legacy's secured. It doesn't work that way. You can play yourself right out of a status, right out of an argument. And the Chiefs last night, I didn't say they play their way out of it, but it hurts. It hurts them. Their legacy took a hit. You don't agree with that?
Well, so I was just going to say, because one thing stuck in my head, when you say Mahomes is slipped behind Brady.
Further behind Brady.
Okay, but like I look at it and say he's been to 5 Super Bowls at a stage where Brady hadn't been to 5 yet. Like I'm trying to compare apples to apples. Now, relative to where he was at the beginning of the week, has he slid a little? Yes. Is that what you're saying?
You know what's important to me? Has he slid his status on Saturday night versus his status today?
Has slipped.
Lower.
No question.
His legacy takes a hit.
Yeah.
Now that could be I wouldn't say a big hit, but we can debate the level of hit. But it takes a hit. Final exam. They all count. I hated the approach when it was this team, when we were talking about the Patriots. The legacy's secure. Nothing that happens from this point is going to change wrong. Belichick's last couple of years in New England hurt his legacy. When you lose the Super Bowl to Philadelphia, you took a hit. Bill took a hit as he should have. And so the Chiefs take a hit. Don't let anyone off the hook. And I'm not letting anyone off the hook. It's just a valid conversation beforehand. But some of you kids don't believe in free speech. You just want to live in an echo chamber. Which, again, we have higher standards here, Murray.
But nothing is secure as long as these core, the Mahomes is there, that Reed is there, that Spagnuolo is there. I mean, he's still like top 3, top 5 quarterback of all time. But to say, if anyone's out there saying he hasn't taken a hit because of that performance last night and the other Super Bowl, which was similar, you're crazy.
I think this is, I'm sorry, Mazz. I think the nature of the losses matter to me. And Patriots fans have been saying it, and I don't blame them. Brady never lost a game like that. Belichick never lost a game like that. They lost, but they were competitive, and we can second guess them, but they were never totally outclassed on that stage. Even the AFC title game losses, they weren't outclassed. It was competitive-ish, and that's important to me. Brady never looked like Mahomes did last night, and Mahomes deserves his share of the blame. I hear people exempting Mahomes. Well, what do you want him to do? The offensive line was a sieve. They got to him with 4. Well, wait a minute. If I'm going to give these guys credit, and rightfully so, for making up for a bad offensive line or getting them into the right play or getting rid of the ball or, when they don't do it, it's partly on them. So, no, sir. Brady never lost a game like that. You didn't lose games like that. The Chiefs take a hit. Final exams.
So to me, that's the Belichick part of it, because I think Bill was able to always keep the game close just by the way they played defense. So, to me, the nature of those two losses, hard to get past. They got freaking smoked. They got absolutely cracked in the face last night. And again, even when the Patriots played badly, they found a way to hang around when they probably shouldn't have. Like the game in Denver sticks out where Brady threw the fourth down pass to Gronk at the end and they almost pulled it out of their ass. That one sticks out. The Giants game, the second one, the first one, they almost pulled that game out even though they were getting smacked around the whole day. And I would say even the second one, the Giants had the ball for 40 minutes and the game came down to the final pass. So that part of it is absolutely true. Like, you're not going to hear me say that. That was humbling for the Chiefs.
Yeah, there's only one of these type of games I can remember them feeling like they got outclassed, and it was still only a 10-point margin. That's when they lost in Denver in the AFC Championship game in the 2013 season, when he's thrown to the likes of Matthew Slater and some of these other hacks, Austin Collie. But again, they still only lost by 10.
So they take a hit. They take a hit collectively. They take a hit individually. Everyone across the board. Any individual that we talked about, Kelsey, Mahomes, Spagnuolo, Reed, the whole thing. It takes a hit. Otherwise, why are we playing? So I don't want to hear this, that their place is secure. No, it's not secure. Just like yours wasn't, or anyone's is. Otherwise, what's the point of playing it out?
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.